It is a world of darkness. The sin of Cain has spawned the cursed horror that stalks the night in search of living blood. The kindred have long been a secret influence through all ages of human history, plotting against each other in a never-ending jihad. Their immortal progeny are among us to this day, hidden from the eyes of humanity by an elaborate masquerade.
It's raining lipstick.
Not all wrong. It's supposed to be raining men.
All right, and we are back with Raining Men and Raining Lipstick. So that's a heck of a transition. So welcome back. It has been a bit due to outside of game commitments and stuff, but we are back, and we have a birthday. So happy birthday, Shelly.
Thank you.
So, with that being said, we also need to make sure we take care of the month XP as well as birthday XP.
I'm going to roll
You're going to
My
roll for
birthday
both
today.
or your birthday?
for both. My
Okay.
birthday.
Both.
What do I roll for my birthday? It's the same one, isn't it?
Your birthday is a D6 plus 1.
6. Okay. So there's 3 plus 1, so that's 4 for us.
Okay. And then somebody want to roll the pyramid?
No, that was the pyramid.
Or... Oh, okay,
You rolled
gotcha.
a
So you're doing
D4?
both. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so 4 for the
Those
month.
3.
And
Okay.
then
And then...
6 for my birthday.
Oh, nice.
Was it a 6 plus 1 or just a 6 on the
Yeah,
die?
6 plus 1. 7.
Oh, nice.
So
we
7,
got
so 11 total.
Points. Nice. I dig it. Okay.
That's
Write it down this
almost...
time.
Yep, that's almost everything you spent, Shelly.
Yeah, I know.
So
I know.
Nice.
good call.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, Brittany doesn't know how to add. Okay.
Uh-oh.
That's a
Yeah.
problem. Back to school for you.
No, I was giving myself way too much XP.
Oh,
So Brittany went from the fooding to the mathing, and was not succeeding.
Hashtag not a math major.
Yep. Hash brown, no math major.
hash brown.
Hash brown.
So we need to do a recap. So somebody want to give us a recap from last month, if you've got some notes?
Yeah, it won't be this time.
So, last game was Friday the 13th. There were some hijinks. So, first, Detective Rumbus wanted to meet with Ben.
Mm-hmm.
He mentioned 2 murders in semblance of horror movies. Remedict bought a car. It's very fancy.
Yes.
Someone dressed like Jason knocked on Sophie's door during the day, and he was mad. So they were sort of investigating that. Damaris scried for Eric Lickaby. Apparently he is on drugs and in a basement chained up somewhere, but we don't know where. And then we went to investigate the murder case, and the local movie studio, is having a Friday the 13th festival.
Mm-hmm.
There were a lot of people dressed as Jason. So we went there and we are looking around.
Okay.
That's what I got.
Yep. And where we last left off, you spotted Damaris spotted somebody who gave the appearance of being really, really, really angry, dressed as Jason, and it kind of stood out. And Sophie, when you or I can't remember if it was Sophie or Damaris.
It was Damaris.
Damaris. So Damaris, when you spotted him, you lost sight of him in a crowd, and then he actually completely vanished. And that's literally where we left off, was right there. So we are in the same night. You have just lost sight of him, like a movie, like, something, bars your vision, and then he's actually just flat out not there. No, Shelly is ferret. Dale is not a ferret.
Nope, I'm the ferret.
Yeah.
Contrary to popular belief,
Yep.
I am not a ferret.
Yep. Dale was asking that in the chat. Oh, no, you're fine, man. You're fine.
So Ben's like, what the hell? Where'd he go?
I'm gonna look around. I don't know. He was just there.
Split up.
Yeah, I think we need to. This guy's slippery. He does the same thing in the movie. Jeez. All right. Yeah, I'll go right.
I'll go left.
I'll go center. So we're splitting up.
So where is Sophie going?
So
Staying put?
since we had split into 2 teams
You did?
last time, and
Did we?
Sophie
Yes.
was with Henri and Remus, and since they are not here tonight,
Oh
that
yeah,
means
that's
that I'm
true.
currently unchaperoned. So I'm gonna go find my designer friend and get that Elvira costume
Mhm.
Oh,
Well-
okay.
while they look around.
Gotcha.
See
Priorities.
what they're doing, yeah,
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
because that seems a very Sophie thing to do.
Okay. So you all pretty much split, at this point. And don't forget, Xandria is also here, but she's in the security room.
Oh, that's right. She escorted us onto the studio property
Yes.
Yep.
in the
So
back
she-
way.
So she is kind of keeping an eye out for things. And as you guys split up, you end up hearing in the background. And then like everybody like starts looking around, sort of thing. And there's some chuckles, kind of going around, the thing, but some other people are kind of playing around with it, and whatnot, and getting into it. As you hear it again, people are like looking around, they're like, "Oh, it's starting."
Okay.
What is starting? I didn't hear what the whisper was.
It's the same whisper that you hear during Friday the 13th.
I
Yeah.
never watched.
Me
Oh.
neither.
Going kill, 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 kill.
Okay,
No, never got into any of those.
good to know.
So, all of you who have split, you are looking for the disappearing Jason in the crowd of
Yes.
Jasons and victims.
Yeah, I'm using aura percept as well, kind of for this search because I know what I'm looking for aura wise.
Okay.
So I'm gonna continue to use that.
I can use mine if I, 'cause I just got it today.
Oh,
Okay. So go ahead and roll for yours as well then. And Dale, give me a perception and awareness check.
Gotcha.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I gotta work on my MP.
Will that be difficulty 6?
Yeah.
I got 2.
Oh. 0.
Error from Kaylin's laptop.
I'm sorry. What was that, Shelley?
Hold on.
Okay. I thought at first it was Siri telling me something about a laptop, and I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah, I heard
That's what I
something
heard too.
mechanical.
Camera.
Oh, sorry. Oh my gosh, my other light isn't on either. There we go. A mess.
You're the mess around. All right. So you guys have split from the group. Those of you who are looking are wandering the crowd. Obviously, you're seeing a lot of male and female Jasons. The female Jasons, of course, are more feminized.
Sexy versions.
Yeah, you know, sexy mass murder, I guess, if you could, call it that for whatever reason. But yeah, with the plastic, cleavers and whatnot. And so on and so forth. So you got 2 successes, right?
Yeah.
Rachel? Okay. And how many success?
2.
You got 2 as well? Okay. So as you two were kind of going around the crowd, Rachel, you end up seeing somebody follow a group of campers into one of the sound stages. And he's in the big, overall looking thing. Using your aura perception as you're looking around, you do see that he has the aura that you're looking for, like that bright, like really angry looking aura.
I'm gonna, while I'm following him, I'm gonna call Ben.
Okay, so
I know we're split, so I don't have any other way to reach him.
sure,
so.
okay, yep. So Ben, your phone starts to ring. Beep
Yeah.
beep 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 beep.
Again, follows me from dimension to dimension. Yeah, answer. Yeah, what you got?
Hey, I think I found him. He's following a group of campers into one of those studios. Same aura and everything from before. I'm pretty sure it's the same guy.
Okay, don't lose him. I'll try to reach you or him. Keep going.
Gotcha.
Hang up and then try to intercept.
Shelly, you may need to adjust your background too. Your dog kind of pulled on it.
Gosh darn it. It's not one thing.
Um,
Cat walked over my hub and turned it off.
I'm also gonna send a message to the other 2.
Okay. And Shelly, just as you end up getting a message, you end up seeing somebody who matched the description, which again, it's a very basic description. It's a very bright, angry-looking aura on somebody who looks like Jason. This one ends up, as you're looking through the crowd in the direction you went, you end up seeing somebody walk past, and they're following a technician.
Text them real quick. I'm gonna use text instead of calling. I just seen him over here by me.
No, the guy is heading over towards the studio lot.
Does
Are
his
there 2
aura-
of them? Well, I mean, I know there's multiple.
I respond. This could make sense. Keep on yours. I'll go after the one near flames.
Okay,
Flames.
so I'm gonna tell him.
I like that nickname. And then Sophie, I would have sent the same message to you as well.
Okay.
Yeah, you've got your costume at this point. Like just after you got the costume, your phone starts, going off with messages.
So I'll start heading in that direction.
Which one?
At Damaris.
I'm all by
Well,
myself.
yeah. So Ben's coming with me, or following
Or
me.
should I go with Glenn?
You should go with Shelly. Sorry, your
Okay.
character's name. I forgot it.
Lily.
Brain fart. Lily. Go with Lily.
Okay, I'll go with Lily.
If it helps to put a sound or anything to it, Lily is the same name from the Munsters, so you can always envision. Herman going Lily. That'll help you remember her name. Which Rob Zombie just wrapped up his filming on the Munsters, so we'll see how that goes.
Oh wow.
Yep. Exciting.
He's apparently keeping it classic. He's not like, turning it into like, massive horror or anything like that. He's trying to keep it true to the source.
Love
Yeah.
that man.
That'll be fun.
I saw pictures of that, and they gotta say they got the costumes pretty spot on. So
I haven't seen anything of it.
In fact, the guy who runs Vancouver by Night recently posted on his Facebook a side by side of the intro from the classic and the current, and even the intro that they did for the new one mimics a lot of what they do, in the classic, with like Grandpa with the shovel, ramming into the door by mistake because he is holding it wrong and everything. So
Great.
Awesome.
hoping for the best. It's a good
Yeah.
show.
Yeah.
So okay, so back to Flames and Ben Hameen. So I take it you're just how far back are you following?
Well, I'm not being an obvious trailer, but I'm kind of trying to stick behind, not behind, but kind of cover with other people as I kind of weave
Sure.
through.
You absolutely can. So
and-
you're tailing in essence.
Yeah.
Okay. Why don't you give me a dexterity and stealth check, difficulty 7? Not so much for the noise, but the unpredictability of how people are moving.
That's true. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Difficulty 7.
Yes.
I got 0.
Oh, okay.
Would have been 2.
So again, it's not for noise or anything because it is, kind of noisy out and whatnot, but there are a couple instances where you kind of zig and other people zag and you don't keep as much, physicality in front of you to keep you obscured as you follow through the door that they all went in.
Just kind of doing one of those pop it up, move people. Jeez.
Yeah. And Dale, you catch up to her, no problem. You weren't too far from her. And by the time you guys get into the sound stage, you could see that they've got, they have kind of a small, like, it's like a VIP refreshment area sort of thing. So if like you've got like the high end tickets, this is an area where you can get some snacks or drinks or whatnot before everybody, heads out. And of course, you see, several Jasons, several camp counselors, other people dressed in just plain clothes. Some people just dressed up for the sake of being dressed up that are not totally appropriate to the genre.
Still aura perceptive. See if I still see the same.
Sure. Go ahead and give a roll again.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oops. I'm having to use my phone because my dice are in the other room, and I don't feel like going to get them. Okay. Difficulty 6. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. So you're looking around the room, and everybody's coming up per their aura. They're, excited or they're having fun. Nobody's standing out with any sort of bizarre aura as far as you can tell.
Well, I was still trying that original Jason guy, right?
Yes, you were.
I don't see him anywhere
You do
anymore.
not.
Oh, shit, man, he's gone. He went in there. I know he did. These stupid people wouldn't get out of my way.
Maybe we could go about this a different way. Looking around myself, how many people are like am I in a spot where, am I trying to phrase this? It seems like people are spread out through this house and there's like a bunch of different rooms in the house. Is that right so
It's a
far?
sound stage.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of like this one section is roped off.
Okay.
And then the rest of the sound stage behind it, looks like it may have had some sort of 3/4 wall setup stage, for like a living room,
Okay.
for something.
Am I like in line of sight of just about everybody who's like here,
Oh
or is
yeah,
this like a large group? Okay.
it's a big sound stage, but yeah, there's only like maybe 15 people in here,
Okay.
not counting like one or two staff that are manning the tables. So yeah, you're in
Yeah.
front of everybody that you can physically see.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. Um, then I'm just gonna kind of like walk like get closer to like the groups of people as they're meandering or about or whatever, and I'm just gonna loudly be like, "Hey, everybody, having a good time tonight?" And I'm gonna use awe to try to get their attention.
Okay.
Let's see here. Oh, myself. Do that. Increase my performance. 3 successes, which is apparently about 6 people's worth.
So almost half the group. So yeah, I
Okay.
mean, you get at least everybody's attention. A good chunk of the group, are focused on you at this point, and everyone's like, yeah, no, it's like it's been great, and one guy who's standing out from everybody else looks like he probably stepped off the set of that random '70s music video. Freedom rock, basically. He's got the long hair with that thin bandana, tie wrapped around his hair. Looks kind of greasy. He's got the bell bottom jeans, sort of look. No, he's just like, yeah, man, it's pretty rad.
Excellent, excellent. Glad to hear it, everybody. And when I'm seeing people like interact with me, can I tell like this about like the 6 individuals who like feels like I've got like a awe over, or
Mm-hmm.
okay. Can
Yeah,
I
yeah. I mean, because when you yell out, it's kind of it's I won't say it's kind of easy, but you're used to being able to get the attention of crowds, and when roughly half of them still kind of go about and do their thing after they glanced at you, and then like the rest of them are still kind of
okay.
waiting for you to maybe say something else, yeah, it's kind of obvious.
Okay. Then from this group of 6 I've got, can I tell if any of them are like acting weird, or like they're just too silent, like what our, perp is acting like?
No, no. And even all the Jasons that are back here have got like either their mask in their other hand or their mask like pulled up on their head because they were grabbing something to eat or drink or whatnot.
Okay.
The others are camp counselors or just plainclothes folks. So yeah, nobody's really kind of standing out. They just look like they're all having a good time.
Okay, gotcha. I'm like, yeah, hey, excellent. Just make sure everyone's safe, okay? There's been stuff that's gone on in town for the past few weeks, but if you're traveling with a friend or something, make sure you don't split up. You never know if the real Jason's gonna get you.
So yeah,
Safety in numbers.
there's a bunch of laughter, that come out with that, and like some of the counselors that you got that were you affected by your awe are like, yeah, listen to the head counselor, guys. He knows what he's talking about, and make sure you got your flashlights on and your compasses just in case. And they're all like, "Oh yeah," sort of thing, and they're into it, for what it is.
Okay. All right. So then I could have
Lily,
just
So you are following the individual that you had spotted. Go ahead and roll again. You are muted.
Okay, sorry.
You're okay.
I got nothing.
Okay. So as you are following the two individuals and the one that looks like Jason, similar, you kind of go around a corner and then you end up seeing uh, the one guy Jason had been following. They both of course go around the corner. When you catch back up and go around the corner of the building, you end up seeing that the other guy that you were following has met up with a cheerleader, and they are making use of the conveniently dark space for some necking. And you do not see Jason.
So does it come like to like a dead end like thing?
Yeah, kind of. It looks like this is probably a spot that they park some of the electric carts for recharging.
Okay.
So it's kind of like an alcove in between buildings that's got a couple, sockets.
I'm gonna kind of up, not disturb the neckers,
Okay.
and I'm going to text everybody. Mine seems to gone to a wall. I don't have sights on him anymore.
I reply, yeah, we lost ours too. This guy's got some weird wooge going on.
They either know how to use obfuscate, or we're dealing with a ghost.
Ghost. I'll text and say, Lily, where are you right now?
I am on the west end of the lot.
I'm headed your way.
Okay.
You can't miss me.
Can't miss me either.
Did you change?
Did. It's Elvira now.
Oh, I thought she was just picking up her outfit.
Elvira.
So she changed. Okay, so.
Yeah. No. Yes, I changed.
Oh, all right. Why don't you give me a performance and appearance roll? And because you've dressed up in this particular outfit, you add one more die to the roll.
Oh boy. That could have been better. Difficulty 6.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3.
Okay.
Dang ones.
So out comes Sophie from a different part of the studio. And Lily, as you eventually spot her, it's not too hard to spot her making her way through the crowd because a lot of heads are turning.
The corridor.
Because she is, of course, the only Elvira in the midst of all of this.
I'll push off the wall I was leaning up against and start moving towards her.
And they're getting they're getting, you're getting whistles, quite a few whistles, at this point. And then you hear, you guys end up hearing, well, I should say you get a text message. Who is the bombshell walking towards you, Lily?
Seriously?
Text from who?
It's from Xandria.
Oh,
You don't recognize her?
I'm asking. I'm trying not to zoom in.
It's Sophia.
So Sophie dressed up as Elvira for this. Okay.
Of course. Her kind likes to have the attention.
All right. I'm going to keep on lookout. She texts back.
Right.
I'm gonna play it up and just kind of like wave back and wink and be flirty, but like still keep moving.
Gotcha.
So as I get closer to her, well, you sure know how to steal the show.
I thought a distraction might be helpful. I don't know. We
Oh,
just need to
you
figure
distracted them all right.
figure out how to use it. And also, I thought more people would be dressed up.
Well, I keep getting told I got a cool costume on, so it's what I wear every day.
You just have a certain style that fits in really well here.
I suppose. Well, I lost my dude. Seemed to have gone right through the wall.
In the wall.
Yeah, I followed him to a dead end corner. There was a couple back there making out, but he wasn't there.
Were we worried about this getting? I mean, you suggested maybe he was targeting the promiscuous, right? Maybe, I don't know, do we need to watch out for those?
I don't know. I think you're the epitome of promiscuous at the moment.
Well, maybe that could be in our favor.
So maybe I just drill you and see what happens.
I've been through worse.
I'm going to try my aspects again, Jerome.
Okay, sure.
I'll try mine too in the other direction.
Woo! 4!
Ooh.
And do I get to use... No, I didn't roll any 10s. Never mind. But I got 4 successes.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Difficulty 6.
Yes.
Okay. I got 3 10s.
Nice.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 successes.
Oh my god.
You see everything.
Everything.
You
So-
see that the fact that Ben's wearing heart-shaped boxers.
No one was supposed to know my deep, dark secret.
Yep. And a dimple on his left butt cheek.
Yep.
You're just like, wow, that is incredibly detailed. Okay, so
That was more than she wanted to know.
so clearly, the Hulk gets green and angry and rips his pants to gain his strength. Sophie vamps up into Elvira to spot stuff. So, okay,
Whatever floats your boat.
yeah.
You know.
Alrighty, so you two are looking around, kind of scanning the crowds again, and as you do that, and Dale and Rachel, as you two are in the VIP area in the soundstage. You end up hearing on the loudspeakers that the buses have now arrived, and for everybody to start getting on board. So we can now cart you over to the rest of the experience. And we should be departing in 10 minutes or sooner if everybody gets on their buses. And there's several buses already lined up at this point, so everybody is starting to rush and crowd their way towards towards the basically the onboarding for the buses.
Where are the
Going?
buses going?
To Terrence Hill for the rest of the party.
We going?
I think it's too good an opportunity not to. Also, I'm really weirded out that they're going there.
Same.
And
And there's no guarantee. Oh, sorry.
go ahead. Go ahead.
And there's no guarantee that the guy we're looking for is even going to be on those buses.
You never know.
Yeah.
How many
this
buses
guy's
are there,
strange and slippery.
Jerome?
What's that?
How many buses?
Enough to take up to 250 people.
Are there more than 250 people at this party?
No.
Okay.
So probably
A dozen?
8 at least.
Do we want to go in separate buses or try to get all in the same one?
We're just like shooting in the dark with this guy. Like we don't have any leads at this point.
Should we watch the people get on the buses and look for anything suspicious?
I mean, I think it might be beneficial maybe to look for the auras again to see if we can see if he gets on one of them. Because I've lost my guy and she lost hers, and
And Shelly, how many did you get?
4.
4? Okay. So Brittany, as you are you heard that announcement and you're just kind of texting and scanning, throughout the crowd and whatnot, you end up seeing a angry aura in one of the buses. Basically, just enough of the outline, like they're looking out the window.
I'm going to point it out to Lily.
And when she points it out, you can spot it.
Okay, maybe we should get on that bus.
I'll look as well on the auras for the other buses, I suppose.
Okay, go ahead.
And I'll text the group and say it's on X number bus in the line.
Okay.
Or I see something on X number bus.
2.
I head towards that bus.
Okay. Yeah, when she points it out, and the number of the bus and whatnot, Rachel, you end up spotting it as well.
Well, I wasn't looking for just that one. I was looking at the other ones as well, if possible.
That's the only one you see right now.
Okay. You think we'd all should be on the same bus then? Is that a good idea?
I'm going. So Lily's gonna head to.
I'm gonna get on one of the other buses because I don't think we should all be on the same one.
Okay.
Okay.
What are
We'll
you getting on?
toward the buses. I don't know, maybe that one
Yeah, could bait.
just to supervise or maybe draw the attention.
When I walk by you two, I go, point out which one it is.
I'm going to turn towards him, tell him what number of the window, so that it's not.
Okay.
All right.
So
Got
when
it.
you look up there, obviously you don't see any auras, but you just see someone in a hockey mask just looking out over the crowd.
Oh,
Okay.
it's gone again?
No.
He's still there. Okay. All right. I'm gonna go have a chat with him.
Really?
Yeah. See if he actually says anything, or if I just get a bunch of grunts.
Be
Okay.
careful.
Be careful. I'll be your backup, so.
Baron, I'm always careful. Yeah, knives. All right. So yeah, and then I start getting on that bus.
Okay. So you get in line, and people are, trying to cram their way onto each of these buses. The staff are doing an adequate job of keeping people from rushing too quickly or whatnot. But obviously, you've got your parties of people that are trying to stay together, which is dictating some to where who goes where and whatnot. Then you've got a crowd of people, about 6 or 7, fans of the horror series are like, oh no, Elvira, you come sit with us.
Are they getting on
Yeah.
the right bus?
Yeah, they're getting on the right bus.
Okay. Then I'll go ahead and sit with them, and kind of draw the attention.
Okay.
Maybe sit on somebody's lap.
I'm gonna keep my eye on
And you
your
are
dude.
you are absolutely not going to have anyone decline that.
Mhm.
So
Here, if I keep the attention here, then Ben can do his thing.
sure. So
Yep.
you get on, and like the crowd gets on, and then Ben and Lily, by the time you get up to that bus, they're having to shut the door, and the staff are telling you that you're gonna have to get on one of the other buses. This one's full.
You gotta be kidding.
Can I lean out and say, "Oh, he's with me"?
Yeah, and there's like, sorry, ma'am, we're full up, and so the guy hits the door, and that bus starts pulling out.
Damn, we're just gonna have to do this the next place. All right, let's get another bus. Knives.
Okay.
Okay. And
Knives.
Rachel, Damaris is just kind of sitting there, and and your bus is getting crammed with people and whatnot.
I'm just kind of watching whoever gets on and
Okay.
just kind of waiting till we pull out.
All right. So Rachel, as you're sitting there, and you're waiting, of course you can see, you can end up seeing Benjamin and Lily getting shunted over to another bus, to get on. Your phone starts to ring in a peculiar ringtone, which you're unfamiliar with. It's like a rapping cow and cat, or not cow, but dog and cat. It's all like ruff, meow meow, ruff ruff, meow meow, ruff, meow meow.
Whoever fucked with my phone, I'm gonna kill him. And she picks it up.
Okay. And so you pick it up, and is this Damaris?
Yeah. Who's this?
Sorry, we didn't have a last name listed. We're following up with your real estate agent. We closed on the property.
Oh, that's great news. Okay.
We also had a note here that it says you keep really late hours, so I hope that even though this is technically past the time that we're supposed to be calling, this is okay.
Oh, yeah, totally fine. Like just at a weird party. She looks around.
Yeah,
but yeah,
it's
so
kind of loud on the bus. People are partying.
yeah, so she kind of covers her ears, sort of deal, and that's great. Is there any what do I need to do next? Like,
No, we just need to set up a time to get you your keys.
Oh, well, I can do that probably tomorrow night. Anytime after 8 o'clock.
Okay. We can. We'll have somebody at the property then waiting. And we can't wait for long. Of course, this is like overtime hours, so if you can be there at 8, that should
Oh,
be
I'll be on
sufficient.
time.
Okay.
Yeah, no worries. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Okay.
More than you know.
All right. Well. Thank you for taking my call, ma'am.
No problem. So, she'll hang up.
Okay. So as you hang up and turn and look, there's a Jason like staring you almost right in the face.
Stare back.
Like it was kind of jarring. Like you just get done with this phone call and it's
Get
like
off the
right
phone
there.
and
Like,
you just
whoa.
look up like, whoa. Okay. And I kind of look back at him, and I'm gonna aura percept as I'm looking back at him, of course.
Okay.
You see the angry
Go ahead and roll.
dude. Okay. Roll. Oh, he's got a 10. So I got 1, 2, 3. Wow, I got a lot. All right, 1, 2. Whoops. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I got a 10, so that'd be 5.
Okay.
Nice.
Remember, 10s explode if you have a specialty in one of them.
Which I do.
Okay, so that would be
It's
10s
5
count.
with the 10.
Okay.
The 10 is 1, and then it exploded, so that's 2. So, and then I got 3 more, so 5.
Oh,
total.
gotcha. Okay. All right. So you see the big angry aura.
She kind of smiles at him. And is he like in the next seat above her, like in front of her, or is
Yeah.
he several seats away?
No,
like how
he's
close?
like the seat in front of you.
He just turned around looking at her like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So she's gonna kind of smile like, what's up? Awkwardly.
Okay. And so you do that, and he just he just again stares at you intently, not changing any bit. And as the bus takes a turn, you end up getting smushed by 2 partygoers in your seat, who were standing up and enjoying themselves, walking back and forth and whatnot. And when they get up out of their seat because they were laying on you at that point, he's not there.
Shit. And I'm looking around the entire bus, see if I see him.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll again.
Okay. Wow. Well, that's a 1. So, 1, 2, 3, and then I did get that 2, so that just 3 with the exploding cancels out the 1.
Okay. You actually do not see any sign of him here. In fact, one of the party goers that accidentally smushed you sits in that seat. It was like he
Kinda
was
looks
never
at-
there.
She looks at the guy that's like, did you just see the guy in front with the mask?
And like they turn and like a third of the bus are people with masks. They're like,
I mean,
which one?
in this seat. She points to the seat in front of her, like, was there a guy sitting there?
They kind of like look back and forth and they go, man, I sure hope not, because we would have sat on him.
Oh, maybe you
Speaking
did.
of which, sorry, didn't mean to like, crowd your space and whatnot.
Oh, it's okay. You're lucky I'm not hungry right now.
And they're like, they kind of
Let
look
them
back.
think of that what they want.
They kind of look back and forth. They're like, okay, haha, funny.
Kind of laughs with them. Yeah. So she's gonna text Ben, and it's a group text at this point, so she'll text the rest of them. This guy was just sitting right in front of me, staring me in the face, and now he's gone. Pretty sure I'm going crazy. Either that or this guy doesn't really exist.
we're on 3 separate buses, right?
Yep.
But when we aura percepted, we only saw the one?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Do I still see the one that was on this bus?
No, you do not.
Okay, I'll text that to the group too.
Okay.
Just say, um, I lost this one too.
There you go. I don't know what this power is. It doesn't seem like a NOS.
It's me and Dell on another bus.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to use my aura perception again.
Okay.
4.
Okay. So you're looking around, as best you can, checking the checking the bus out, and as you are looking at the group that you're on, you don't see anything out of the, well, I mean, plenty of stuff that's out of the ordinary on the bus. But as you guys are driving along, one of the other buses it kind of pulls alongside out through the traffic past you guys, and as it's passing, you end up seeing him in one of the windows.
I'm going to nudge Ben and point to that bus. He's there.
I look over. Do I see a weirdo looking at us from that bus?
Take your pick.
5th window.
I look.
When she points it out, yeah, I mean, you do see a particularly authentic looking Jason, just like looking at you guys as you pass by.
Okay. You know,
He's jumping buses somehow.
yeah, I guess. I don't
I don't know
know
any
how
kind
they
of
do that.
discipline that could do that.
Ugh. I mean, doesn't seem like one of us, right? This is tough. We're gonna have to deal with this just when we get to Terrence Hill, I think.
Do you think that maybe he's possessing people?
Well, if he's just not there, that's not possessing someone, right?
Well, we
It's
see his aura.
then what makes auras other than people? You know that more than I would.
Well, I guess a spirit aura.
Gonna be
Okay.
back.
Okay.
Which would make sense because he's popping up everywhere and he's disappearing.
Right. You wouldn't happen to know how to stop spirits from moving around?
Unfortunately, no. Maybe Brittany does. She knows the Giovanni's better.
I mean, maybe the Baron can move around like she's a spirit, but she's probably busy right now on the other bus.
Well, I wonder if we would see her aura. I've never gotten to test that. If that's the case, then we need to find a comatose person sitting, but he could be on any bus.
Yeah, I mean, either that or
Or he's somewhere else and
yeah, but I mean, like, as far as just getting this guy, because he's killing people, right? So there's got to be something physical about him, which tells me that if we're gonna get him, we can't go after him. Maybe we've got to make him come to us.
we need to trap him.
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking someone needs to be bait. I think you know who it needs to be.
Yeah, the Baron.
Yeah. So you making that call or not? Or am I?
Can call her and tell her she's bait.
Sweet. I
And
go
let her,
ahead.
and let her know that he's jumping buses.
Right. I go ahead and call the Baron.
Okay. So Baron, you are sitting in the lap of a camp counselor who is thoroughly enamored with the fact that you're there, as are most of the guys that are on the bus with you. Most of them have not met your gaze,
Fair enough.
but you get a phone call.
I will probably got it in like a garter or something. I'll pull that out.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure this dress doesn't have pockets.
This dress does not have pockets.
I'll pull it out from somewhere
Gotcha.
and answer the phone.
Okay. We'll say they're because Elvira does have that, like right in the front on her belly. She's got like that dagger kind of. The belt widens a little bit, like maybe you kept it like right in there
Maybe.
behind the little dagger.
Okay. So I answered the phone.
Hey, it's Ben. Yeah, so this dude guy thing, he's moving from bus to bus. Not even sure it's a guy. Knives and I kind of think it's some sort of weird spirit. I'm not sure how that would even work, but
I don't know. Usually you can't see those unless you're purposely looking.
All the guys are chuckling around you.
Hey, Ben, ask her if she's ever been able to do anything physical while in that state.
oh yeah, yeah. When you do your spirit thing, when you know, fly around, can you touch stuff physically when you do that?
No, I don't think so.
Have you ever heard of anything that can do that?
Um I I don't I don't think so. I mean, there's maybe a possession thing, but like we didn't actually see anyone afterwards, did we?
Right. That's what I was thinking too. So that leads me to this ask. This guy came around your house earlier today, right?
Hey, hey, Ben.
Yeah.
Ask her if she knows anything about race.
Oh, you uh Knives wants to know, you know anything about raids?
You think this might be one of them?
It would make
Maybe.
sense.
You know, I've spent a lot of time with Vinny, and he can affect things, but I've never seen him the way that we've seen this guy.
I mean, if Remedict were next to me right now, he'd be saying it's his first day, because this is a brand new thing, and I'd be agreeing with the kid. I'm just telling you right now, this might be just a brand new thing.
Jerome, when I saw his aura, did it look like did I just catch the emotion or did I catch anything about like what kind of a being it was?
Um,
With an 11 success, I must have seen something.
yeah. You would have picked. So actually, with that, good point. So you would have picked up. Um, you would have picked up traces of humanity as well as magic.
So it would have been kind of sparkly, but
Mhm.
also, um, like humans are what, vibrant
Yeah,
as opposed to vampire pale.
correct.
I don't know, maybe it's now that you say that. I wonder if maybe there's magic, which I don't know that much about.
And
Yeah, you
and,
know
and the
someone who does, right?
and the guy whose lap that you're sitting on, he says, "Heck yeah, voodoo, right on." And of course, the guys around him are like, "Yeah, high five." They're all like high fiving, around you, sort of thing.
I'm gonna turn to that other guy. Is this the guy whose lap I'm sitting on?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna kind of lean into him and kind of play it up and be like, "Voodoo? What do you mean voodoo? What do you know about voodoo?"
That voodoo that you do so well.
Oh, just that one. Okay, never mind. Does he correct me?
No, no, he doesn't correct you. No, he's just
Okay,
happy to be in the moment.
gotcha. Okay,
Happy as a dead pig in sunshine.
okay. Uh, I think I can't um make a full report at the moment. Um, but could you actually could it wait till we get where we're going, and then I'll call Colin and see if actually I'll text him. I'll text him and see if that sounds familiar.
Right.
Is that all you needed?
Well, kind of wondering if we can't find him the normal way, we might need to bring him out, like use someone as bait,
Yeah, that makes sense.
and we're volunteering you.
Oh,
He did come to your place earlier today, right?
no, that's a good point. That's um okay, well, and I should be able to see him.
Hopefully.
So, okay, I'm open to that.
All right. We'll hammer out details when we get to Terrence
Okay.
and the call.
Okay.
So, I will text Colin and kind of describe um what we've been seeing, just that he's like disappearing into walls and like between the buses and whatnot, and see if that sounds like any magic that he knows.
Okay. So as you are typing that in, one of the guys who's nearby can see that because again, it's a packed bus. I can see that you're texting, and he says, "Wait, are you one of those like LARPers? Is that why you're all dolled up?"
Well, I mean, I do enjoy a good make believe. Are you a LARPer?
Why don't you go ahead and roll your charisma and expression, difficulty 5?
Expression?
Yes.
7.
Wow. Okay. And he says, yeah, no, I mean, I do too. Well, that's why I was asking. You're like, I didn't mean to like, pry, but I just saw some of the stuff that you were texting. It looked like one of those group chats for Black Dog Games.
You're reading my private text messages?
Well, in all fairness, you're holding it a little low. And he's like looking around and getting really red in the face.
Wait, so which I've heard of Black Dog Games, but isn't that, don't they have like a werewolf game?
He says, yeah. They've got like they've got like this undead game, and they've got like this werewolf game, and this magic user game. They've got like all kinds of like games or whatnot. You should meet this guy Doug. He's really big into him.
Which game is this? Which game do you play?
I play the undead one. I mean, of course. I mean, look where
like
we're at.
Undead like zombies?
No. Hold on a second. I'm forgetting the official name. There we go. Figures. Oh, duh. Typed it in the wrong spot. Here we go. This should be it. You got the hiccups.
I do.
Here we go. Black Dog Game Factory. That's what I was looking for. Okay. Trying to find the actual name. There we go. Revenant. That's what it's called.
That's their vampire one?
Revenant the Ravishing. Yes. In their World of Shadows game line.
Well, that does sound interesting.
He says, yeah, this guy Doug is he's the prince of the city. Like it's the Grand High Mucky Muck, the guy who runs everything, sort of thing. He's like super into it. And he's got like his finger in a bunch of pies and whatnot. So
Interesting. Is it fun?
I think it's fun. I met a lot of people. They tend to dress like you. So I mean, it's works for me.
And what do you play?
Oh, I play he lists off some clan. I play this type of revenant. He's kind of a mobster kind of guy. I fashioned him kind of after the Sopranos a little bit. Tony Soprano but fit.
Okay, all right. When do you guys meet up and where? Maybe I'll give it a try.
Oh, well, we've been lately meeting at the Shakespeare Festival. So yeah, no, it's really cool. They worked out a deal. They've got they've got a gig, minimal pay, and we get to use the stage and whatnot for the whole setup. So really, yeah, it's pretty cool.
Okay. Maybe I'll see you there.
Okay, cool. You're gonna like dress up like this again, right?
Oh, maybe.
All right.
We'll see. Do I get a text message back?
Yeah, yes, you get a text message back. And he said, and he's like,
I'll hold this a little closer.
yeah, okay. He says, that's kind of vague, but yeah, presumably you could kind of duplicate some of the things that you're talking about, I think.
I'll text back if that's what it is, what do we need to know?
I'm that's he texts back. It's a great question. Unfortunately, we're talking about a whole bunch of hypotheticals, but if that's the case, um, I couldn't honestly say. I mean, it's outside of trying to use your standard like anti magic, which I don't know if you have anybody with that capability.
Lily might.
Okay.
Is that all?
Uh, yeah. I mean, outside of doing similar things that would put you down.
Ah. Okay, wish us luck.
Okay. Luck.
I'll say
Lots of it.
we're headed to Terrence Hill. Whatever that means.
Why?
Our party after party is headed there.
So you're going to Spook Central.
Yeah.
You understand not even the Ghostbusters were okay with that, right? Like the whole Evo Shandor and selenium girders and whatnot.
Look, we gotta stop this guy, and that's where he's going.
He's going to okay. Well, let me know if you need help.
Well, we wouldn't turn it down.
Okay.
But we won't till we get there.
All right.
So I'll text the group again and say, he says it could be, but didn't have a lot of helpful hints.
Cool.
I'm just gonna keep looking on the bus.
Okay. So you guys keep a lookout, as best you can. You're not seeing any additional sightings or anything of that nature. And the buses pull up to Terrence Hill, which you can tell that they some of the old buildings here have a facade built onto the front, giving all the buildings here an 80s sort of look. So when the buses all come to stop and they start dropping everybody off at the at the site, of course the buses stay because they're gonna have to obviously cart everybody away again. You can see that there are signs posted to taking people to hold on one second. It's Camp Crystal Lake.
Of course.
Mayor's text. I think people are gonna die tonight.
Let's try to stop that.
Well, and at this point, people are starting to break up. They've got staff that are on site here. Basically, at this point, everybody is being invited to Camp Crystal Lake, where they are going to take a tour of the facility. In separate groups. There are um, obviously a number of buildings here that are have been refurbished enough to for acting quality. Not you wouldn't come here on the regular, but for pretend purposes, they are doable enough where the Terrence Hill now looks kind of like a small town that would sit normally outside of the campgrounds itself. So people are now free to go about and mingle, and they're encouraging people to get in character and basically turning this into kind of an improv theater sort of troupe. You end up getting a text message from Xandria saying she's on her way. The traffic getting out to that area is pretty hellacious.
Once I'm able to get off the bus, I wanted aspects.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
2.
2. You are not currently spotted anything outside of a bunch of excited fans and whatnot that are here for the experience.
Okay.
Damaris would probably be one of the last people off the bus. Just kind of wait for people to mosey on
Sure.
for her.
Okay. Are all of you meeting up at any point, or are you just kind of getting off the bus and hanging out?
I'd be headed towards the Baron.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll wait for them to find me. I'll just when I get off the bus, I'll just kind of wave everybody to welcome to the experience kind of a thing.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure people are probably stopping for photo opportunities with you.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
lots of gratuitous selfies at this point, trying to get their picture with the what they believe to be a professional cosplayer at this point.
I don't think Damaris has seen you in your outfit yet. We all just kind of got on separate buses, and she's like, well, no wonder people are taking selfies.
I mean, I thought more people would be dressed up.
They are, just not as Elvira at a Friday the 13th convention. But hey, it makes you stand out. Yeah, so that guy was sitting right in front of me, staring at me, and then I got smushed by a couple of idiots. And then when I looked back, he was gone. Literally sitting in front of the seat in front of me and turning around looking at me dead in the face.
Yeah, he was on a bus that passed us. And I pointed him out to Ben, and
Yeah, I mean,
he's able to jump around.
we know he was on my bus, but I mean, he was just gone not too far into the ride. So yeah,
I don't know a whole lot about race, but
You think this is a wraith at this
Mhm.
point?
I don't know about that. Colin said it might be magic. But all he said was counter magic and also different things that put us down. Obviously, we're trying to kind of keep it coded. But
Can I roll my occult, Jerome?
Sure.
Based on what they're talking about, about the wraiths and the magic and all that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Occult and intelligence.
Yes.
And I'll mention that that by his aura, he definitely looked human, but also magic.
Well, we know humans can be special too, so in their own way, I suppose.
Well, he's special.
I mean, Colin's aura is human and magic, so
Right. Wow. Okay. At 110, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with the 10.
Okay.
nice.
Yeah, so as far as magic is concerned, I mean, everything is pretty straightforward. If you don't have the appropriate like counter magics or a ward or something that prevents it, it's not much different than dealing with somebody who has firearms. Be either quick or draw. Or find what will work. If it's a wraith, for example, if you're trying to deal with that, most magics aren't going to affect them because you're not on the same plane of existence. So things that would affect the physical are things that you're going to want to affect the physical. Things that affect the mental or spiritual are what you're going to want to affect the mental or spiritual.
Okay. Well, if this thing is a wraith, I can tell you that anything we do to it isn't going to do any good unless it's sort of on their same level, magic-wise.
But when he appears on, can we do anything to him while here physically?
If they are physically here, yeah, but I mean, at the same time, I mean, wraiths, I'm not super experienced with them, but if it's magic, you got to kill them with magic, so to speak.
When you saw the guy and you saw he was a little bit magical, does that mean it was a magical guy? Or it's just a thing that's there? It's just like an
Like
illusion.
a magic on him. It
No,
really didn't go either way.
like someone's, casting a spell.
Like
Because
he
if
is.
he's moving from thing to thing, then maybe it's not there. Maybe it's just
Figment of
poof.
our
Look,
imagination.
yeah.
I'm not sure I've encountered that before. I'm not sure if that would look different.
But when you're all
Sophie, give
looking
me a
at
roll.
him,
What kind of roll?
Give me, since you're trying to do this on the fly, wits and occult.
It's not my forte. What
Difficulty 6.
3, actually.
Okay. Good. You live with a magic user.
Yes.
So you know enough to know that there's a difference between somebody who has magic or magic on them and something that has magic around them, like an item that has something cast on it. So, for example, the items that Colin has would give off a magic aura. And
Okay, but that
if you
wouldn't
put them on somebody else, you would see the magic aura of those items.
Okay. Well, but if a person was a spell, then the aura would be on the whole person, though.
The spell was
Correct.
cast on them.
Yes.
So in this case, we can't really tell.
I mean, you don't have sufficient knowledge really to know, but if it was a spell cast, it would probably look a little different. How that would look, you're not sure, but you're reasonably certain that
That the person is magical.
Yes.
Okay. Then I would relay that it was definitely the person and not like a spell on the person.
so this guy can just poof himself like he's teleporting around. Is that what we're saying? That's what this guy
Maybe a
does?
sorcerer?
Does Okay, so was the aura the same kind of magical that I see on sorcerers?
Yes.
Okay. Then yeah, maybe yeah.
Hmm.
But it means he's probably human. So he could be killed the same way that a human is. I mean, or not killed, whatever we decide we want to do with him. Um so that's hopeful.
Okay. Well,
Do you
he's
think he
playing
knew?
with us,
Do you
right?
think he knew what you were?
I mean, he looked pretty straight at me. I'm pretty sure he's screwing with us on purpose. Like, yeah,
So you think he knows we're on to
I'm sure. Like, he just sat there and looked right at me. Like, there's no like. To me, it was pretty obvious.
This is gonna prove to be a hard one.
Remind me who the victims were. There were two of them, right?
Yeah,
I
just
believe
a
so.
couple of random people. Seem like
Uh
different
what
parts of town.
what sex were they?
I think one was female and one male, wasn't it?
How about age?
I think we figured out they had nothing common. Couldn't find an MO.
Yeah, Zandria was having her people look through that. It seemed like the only thing that was common was they both looked like characters from the movie, you know.
Mm.
Um do any of the characters from the movie look like me or Colin? Or Doug?
I know none of them look like me.
They
Pull out my
definitely don't look like.
phone and I start seeing if I could look on IMDb or whatever at information I could find and what the characters look like.
Sure. Yeah, nothing. They don't. Based on. I mean, what Doug and because you mentioned Doug, you know what Doug looks like. You know what Colin looks like. You know certainly what Sophie looks like right now. Yeah, they don't. They don't match.
Okay.
But since you're looking actively online, Ben, why don't you give me intelligence and investigation?
Difficulty 5 or 6 rather.
Difficulty 7.
7. Oh, okay. 2 successes.
Okay. So as you are poking around IMDb and some sites and whatnot, you come across the trope of Friday the 13th, which is, of course, the same thing that they play up on in the slasher film series Scream, which is the naughty campground students or counselors or whatnot are the ones that usually go, and the innocent ones are the ones that usually survive.
Okay. I mean, if we go by this guy's MO, and if it's the same as in the movie, then goes after those who are, having fun with each other. And he tends to avoid anybody who's, the innocent ones. They're the ones who manage to like get away by the end. So
Hmm.
back to the whole bait plan. Either that or we look around for anybody who's,
Necking.
doing stuff and we kind of wait in the shadows, being all pervy and everything.
You realize how much ground we'll have to cover. There's probably going to be a lot of things like that happening.
We do have a baron who can just kind of poof around rapidly and then let us know where we should go.
I could do that, although I don't want to do it when I'm, I'm going to be completely vulnerable while I'm flying around, right?
Yeah, that's not a
Yeah.
good idea at the moment.
Also, if you want me to be bait, then that's probably not a good idea for me to. I mean, we could do one or the other, I think.
Well, I do have a suggestion. I don't know if you guys like it or not.
Let's hear
What
it.
is it?
Well, you were saying that going after the naughty kid, and we're wanting to use one of his bait. So why don't a couple of us naughty things? Not fourth base, but no.
I mean, go
maybe
make out with
attack-
somebody behind a tree somewhere.
Well, I don't think I would want to take a mortal with if I have to. One of us have to, do our thing. We're exposing ourselves.
Right.
I mean,
Since Ben's the only guy, I guess I don't know how Colin would feel like, so I think Baron's out.
Um,
so are you saying you want to make out with Ben in a corner somewhere?
No, I would say if she could blush, she would. Um, well, he can choose. I mean, he is the only guy.
Wow. Huh. I mean, let's see. Eeny, meeny, miny. No, I can't do that. I can't do it that way.
I
All
mean,
right.
I could just go wander around somewhere and see if, he catches me. I mean, it's not like I can't light him up.
True, but
yeah,
I mean,
you're
I
right. I
want
don't
to.
like the idea of just grabbing any old Joe and putting him in danger,
Yeah.
but that's not a terrible idea
I mean,
if
I
we
don't
just
have a
have
problem with that. But you guys have a different compass than I do, so.
yeah. Anyway, let's not put people in danger if we can avoid it. But I
So
mean, people are going to be doing stuff on their own and we're not going to know, right? So this guy could be anywhere.
Yeah, literally anywhere.
we won't know until the screaming starts.
Or doesn't, because, they're murdered. I don't know. So what do we want to do then? Do we want to wander around and just kind of snoop and perv on people and see what happens?
Jerome, um how big? Like, I'm
What are we
wondering.
looking at?
Yeah, I'm wondering if we can get any clues on finding this dude from aura perception, or if people are all like inside buildings and stuff. I mean, I guess if we try even if they're in buildings.
So
I mean,
okay,
not everybody's in a building.
so ask me that again.
I'm just wondering about like the layout
Mhm.
of the place and if we can basically use aura perception to try and figure out or like get a glimpse of where this guy is right now. But obviously we can't see through walls.
Mhm.
Are
So
there any high places that we could get to where we can pretty much see the whole layout?
No, nothing like that.
oh,
There's a 2-story building here that used to be a motel. Ben stayed here for a bit, so I mean he would know about it.
well, that's true. How about like, are there any places that I mean, like extrapolating for like makeout spots from the movies? Are there any venues around here that are like that, those spots from the movies?
Okay. Why doesn't everybody give me intelligence and investigation checks? Let's go 7.
Intelligence and investigation. Difficulty 7.
Yes.
3.
Huh.
887.
Dos.
None.
What? This is your thing.
I know, right? I keep rolling ones all the time.
Dang it. I guess you
Ouch.
got mine because I've been rolling really well. So thanks for that.
Sure.
Okay, so Rachel, so along
Yes.
those lines, as you guys are kind of putting some ideas together, well, the motel that's here would obviously have the remains of some empty rooms that would somebody could probably slip away in and do that. Um,
Mhm.
there's also just the open woods that surround this area, which would be typical for the movie as well as people just doing it here. Now the campgrounds that they've designed, you don't see from where you're at, but presumably, if somebody left the touring group that they were with, they could probably find someplace down there too.
Okay.
Do they have a lake and everything there?
No, they don't have a lake.
I'll explain that to them.
Sure.
There's a few empty rooms and, there's the woods. People can kind of split away from the groups and do that. I could maybe scry as a watch out, basically
I
kind
would-
of search the area.
I was just going to suggest that if there's any way that you try.
Yeah, I mean, I can just kind of keep a lookout for the area and relay to you guys maybe where I see issues. Sort of
Sure.
like a surveillance camera kind of deal going through.
Okay, so where do you want to post up and do that at?
I think I'm gonna go back onto one of the buses.
Good call.
Okay.
Probably the one that I was on.
Okay.
And just if the driver says anything, I'm just saying I'm just not feeling too great. I'm gonna lay down here.
Yeah, no one says anything.
Okay. So then
The doors are
Yeah, so
the
then-
doors are all left open.
okay.
I think I'm going to use my Spidey abilities and
Mm,
climb up that 2-story building, where nobody can open it.
The two-story. You don't need to use a ritual for that. You could go inside and go up the stairs if you really wanted to.
To get up to the roof?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's what I'm going to want to do.
Okay.
Since Ben don't want to make out.
Okay. Sophie?
I am going to do some aura perception just from where we are.
Okay. And then while she's doing that, Ben, what are you doing?
Let's see here. I am going to, since I know the area, I'm gonna go into like the different buildings that are here, and see if I can run into any kids or whatever, like necking off in a corner, see if I can catch like if any of that's going on anywhere.
Okay. So you're gonna go investigate.
Yeah.
And search. All right. Why don't you go ahead and do that then? Sophie? 5? Okay.
What would I be rolling for that? Another intelligence then, or
No, in this case, since you're just looking around, perception and investigation.
Okay.
And Rachel, go ahead and roll your intelligence and occult for your scrying. as you break out the water.
Once I reach the roof, I want to do aura perception.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for your aura perception then.
My difficulty was 6. I got 5 successes.
Okay.
I got 3.
I got 6, but I'm not using my sketchbook this time to write anything down. I don't feel like there's a point.
Okay. No problem. Okay, so you are focusing on. Oh, so you were focusing on Terrence Hill and zoom enhance. Looking
Yeah, I'm
around
kind of
with
looking
your
in
stein.
through the. Yeah, exactly. Looking into the houses, pinching, zoom in, zooming out, looking in the woods, looking at the groups, kind of zipping everywhere as I can.
It is. It's not the easiest, given the fact that there's not a whole lot of lighting here. There is around the town, quote unquote, and then there is around the campgrounds that they've designed.
Mm-hmm.
They've got lamps and lighting sources set up to simulate street lamps at certain points too.
Okay.
So get to you in a second. Okay. Dale, you are poking around initially the remains of one of the garages that's here. You don't find anything. I mean, you see people like poking around and looking at stuff, exploring, but nothing out of the ordinary, like what you're looking for in particular.
Okay.
Going into the hotel, you go through the lobby where you guys had been staying once before, and the rooms. You already had kind of a decent understanding of what that place looked like, so you kind of knew where the better, more preserved rooms were in this rundown place. So you went back there first, and sure enough, you find, some people necking, in the back there, taking advantage of this semi-private room.
Yeah.
Which of course they're alarmed that you stumble onto them.
All right. I'm like, sorry about that. Have fun.
Lily, what'd you get? Okay, so from the top of the roof, you're looking around, trying to see, and you can see that there are some people, milling about down here. Yay! Good grief! Taking advantage of everything, taking advantage of the setting, and they're having fun, or they're drinking and enjoying the setting. Like before, there is a facade set up, made to look like a restaurant, even though you can't really go into it. It's just kind of a front face. And they've got some chairs and some small tables centered around the front of it for people who want to, get off their feet or have something to drink or whatnot. So there's people being sociable around that area. You guys aren't really seeing anything as of yet. You're seeing the same thing, Sophie, from where you're at. People just interacting, having a good time, and having a laugh. But that's when you end up hearing some screams. Then you hear some laughter. As that's kind of been happening and whatnot. Sophie, you end up overhearing that they found a quote unquote victim.
Where is this coming from?
Just on the other side of the town. Which, when I say town, it's like 5 buildings.
I'm going to text the group and then I'm going to head over there to investigate.
Can I see that area from where I'm at?
Not where they're at specifically, but but because you're up the second story, you can see in that direction. You have a clear line of sight to that side of town.
Can I use heightened senses and vision?
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and roll again.
What do I gotta roll for that one?
If you're just using your heightened senses, it's going to be your perception and alertness, but your difficulty, I believe, is going to be lowered by 2.
Okay.
So it would be a 4 in this case.
What lowers the difficulty?
The heightened sense.
Oh, right.
5, 6.
Okay. So basically, you have an enhanced view of the semi-lit area down there. You can see that somebody has been strung up. There is a body hanging from a tree, which they had like a rope wrapped around their neck, and they're just kind of swinging. They're already.
And does it look like a prop?
No, it does not. But the people that are there are treating it as if it is such because they think it is one.
Okay, I'm gonna text that to the group that somebody's been strung up and it doesn't look like a prop.
Expect.
Nah,
Do you have
I-
any way to confirm that?
Scry where they're at, where
Yeah.
she says.
Yeah, you've
And I
got.
can
You
get
can.
up close to the body and look.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
So
you
what do I
can
see?
you can tell that it's an actual dead body, but that's only because again you can look right at it. But
Mm.
these people are under the impression it's not real, so they're treating it as if it's
Oh.
a really cool part of the experience.
She's gonna text back because I know she's concentrating. I want to text back. On the other hand, it's real. Can I scan the crowd then, based on the fact that I believe just happened within the last few minutes?
You can look around normally. You cannot use other disciplines through Scry.
Right. No, I know, which sucks balls, but yeah.
Am I
Just
able?
roll perception then.
You sure can. Perception alertness.
Am I able to also use aura perception while I have heightened senses up?
No.
So I have to drop it,
Yes.
and I won't be able to see that far anyway.
Perception, alertness. 5, 6. Okay. 2, but one's a 10, and I do have a 4 in my perception, so that'd be 3.
Okay. And so, what are you looking for?
I'm looking for that. Well, dang it, I can't remember perception. I'm looking for the Jason guy. Is there any? I guess that would be pointless. Is there anybody in the crowd that
And like our
is starting to
Jason.
realize that it's real?
No.
Okay. I don't see. I can't really percept when I'm scrying, guys. So I can't tell if he's in the crowd or not. But I wouldn't cause panic by saying it's real at the moment. Everybody thinks it's a fake body, so best not to cause a scene on that, I suppose.
It's the closest to the scene.
Have I made it over there yet?
Yeah. I mean, Dale, you've been obviously hearing your phone go off via text as well. So
Yeah.
if you wanted to head that way, you could.
Yeah, I will.
Can I do aura perception?
Of course.
You need another 11.
Yeah, that didn't happen this time. I get 0 successes this time.
All right.
Wow.
I mean, because I got 1 success, but I also got 2 ones.
Yeah,
So,
there you go.
Gotcha. So just a fail.
and take them back. Well, in that case, can I reach the person and maybe like touch the ropes to do spirit's touch?
You sure can. Ben, what are you doing during this time? A small crowd
So
is kind of gathered around to take a look at this body, and they're just like, "Whoa! Look at how real it looks. This is
yeah,
awesome."
does it? I'm investigating it, and I'm gonna play it up like I'm an investigator. I'm gonna be like, all right, nothing to see here, folks. We gotta see what's going on here. You all be careful. Hey, nobody's missing, are you? All
And
right,
like,
let's
yeah,
see
and they,
what's
they
going
they
on.
start getting into character, and it's like, okay, no. We got to keep on the lookout. Everybody, make sure you stay in groups. Give him space. He's gonna check it out, sort of thing. And so they start giving you the perimeter. Even though
Okay,
there's no tape, they start giving you some room and whatnot. And
all right. And with that, I then actually try to see if I can kind of forensically see what exactly happened here.
okay, go ahead and make your investigation check again. Sophie, you did your spirits touch.
4
4.
successes.
Okay. Yeah, Jason did this guy in.
But do
You
I get a
Yeah, you get a visual, and you feel the intense hatred of this killing. Basically, this guy came around the corner with somebody else, with a female, and he ended up they ended up bumping into Jason. And of course, they laugh it off. They think it's a big joke. You look good, and that's when Jason reached out with his hand, snapped the guy's neck, and then of course he went limp but started twitching a little bit, and he's just pulling him up and hanging him by the rope. The girl screamed, and then ran off into the woods.
I'm gonna kind of whisper all of this to Ben.
Okay.
Should I go after the girl?
Let me see here. When I was doing the thing, I got 2 successes. Do I find anything interesting?
Okay. You do see that he did not die of the strangulation from the rope. He died from the neck being snapped.
Okay.
You can also tell that there are traces of soil on and around his shirt that the guy was wearing, and underneath on his body hair.
Okay. Yeah, you might want to find the girl. There's traces of soil, dirt, like on
What's
his
she look like?
chest.
Or sorry, you guys don't.
Yeah, we need to find her.
Well, we'll talk first, and then I'll make a phone call to Damaris so she can look for the girl, maybe.
I mean,
So,
we need. Okay.
what do you make of the dirt?
Well, I mean, that was coming from Jason's hands, so like he was digging in the dirt, uh, pulled himself out of the dirt,
Does it look
something.
like is the rope dirty? Like, did the rope come from the dirt, or did the dirt come from the rope, or did the dirt come from?
That's a great question. The rope is actually not dirty.
Okay,
Not like what you're seeing traces on the body.
okay, okay. So it did come from him. So look for somebody with dirty hands.
This guy lets himself be seen. I mean, he just poofs here and there, but yeah, if you see anybody with like hands covered in dirt, dead giveaway there, probably.
Okay, see what you can do in the scene here. I'll go call Damaris.
Right.
So I'll go find a private place that's not teeming with tourists and kind of let her know, see if she can find the girl, and I'll describe the girl.
Okay.
And also I'll describe anything I noticed about the Jason, like maybe his dirty hands.
Okay.
P.S. Did I notice dirty hands in the spirit's touch?
No.
Okay.
That wasn't really the focus of the vision. So
It was
that
more
probably
the
why.
dying
Yeah,
and the screaming.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Okay, so Damaris, you get that text.
Yeah. So now that I know kind of who I'm looking for, I'm gonna zip around.
Okay, go ahead and make your check this time. You've already got your ritual going, or
Yeah.
the ritual. So go ahead and roll perception and awareness.
Perception and awareness. Okay. I got 2 10s and a 7, so that's 4 5.
Oh, nice. So you went looking around and you end up finding a girl racing for her life through the woods, and she is slowly being stalked by somebody who looks like Jason. And of course, as she runs, she's occasionally stumbling and having a hard time going, and getting out of the way.
Okay. So I'm not going to text, I'm going to call and just basically put it on speakerphone. Guys, she's alive, she's running, she's being stalked. She's over here.
And she is north of where they are standing currently.
Just north of where you guys are. You guys better hurry because he's trailing her. And I'm going to pan back a little bit to him to kind of keep tabs on him.
Okay.
I think conveniently Ben and I are the closest, and conveniently we can get there the fastest.
Yeah.
Do you both have celerity? Oh,
I
good.
do. Are those people that were nearby, are they still looking towards us, or have they kind of fanned out?
No. They've gone back to go warn the others that somebody has been killed and to stay in groups.
All right.
What do we do about the body, though? Do we just leave it there for now?
Body's not going anywhere. Let's go
would.
get her.
All right.
So, celerity, running northward.
And I'm watching this like a movie happening in front of me, just unfolding.
Okay. So I'm assuming you're going full speed. I know what
Yep.
Sophie has. Ben, what do you got?
Celerity 3.
Okay. So are you going full speed, or are you matching his speed, Sophie?
I have full speed. I mean, I have 3 also. So
Oh, I thought you had 5. Never mind.
no, I don't have 5.
So you guys are going as fast as vampirally possible. Add a 3.
Yeah.
Go ahead and drop a blood point as you dash off, leaving pine and dirt in your wake as you're racing down the hill. Rachel, you end up seeing that they are closing very fast on Jason.
Okay.
Not that they
and
can
what
really
is he doing? Does he hear it?
Not that they can really reply to you as they're racing along.
Yeah.
He seems to be intent on the girl.
I'm assuming I'm not on speaker and I just hung with them, so I'm just kind of watching, hoping that they
Thank you
catch
for the
him.
follow. Yeah, no, that's fine. However you want to do that. Lily, what are you doing in the meantime?
Staying put, and I'm continually using my heightened senses, watching crowds.
Okay.
Because if there's more than one,
So you keeping an eye on the crowds that are nearby, making sure it's not multiple. Good. Okay.
Yep.
All right, so you two race on down there. You catch up to him, as he is getting up to the girl. Like, she is freaking out. Her hair is mush. She's been toppled a couple times. You guys are about a mile down the hill at this point on the backside of Terrence Hill. And you catch up to him. He actually has his machete out and is like getting ready to nail her.
I'm trying to like use my momentum and like plow into and tackle this guy so he doesn't
Okay,
end
so
up on the lady.
Benjamin is going to do a classic champions maneuver, which is called a move through. Which that's literally what it is. It's if you can basically do the juggernaut or rhino, run through sort of thing.
Gotcha.
Okay. So you guys will have one free attack as you are engaged. Then we're going to go into combat rounds. Go ahead and give me a strength and brawl check.
Okay. And I get to use my potence with that, like
You
rolling.
get to add your potence dice. Yes.
Sweet.
Ooh.
Strength. That. And brawl. Nice dice pool.
We get to count how many ribs are broken.
What's the difficulty?
6.
One. Let's see. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes.
5 successes. Wham! So you end up hearing this loud thud as Benjamin just runs straight through this guy, hands like wrapping around his torso and hitting him. He actually, with the it's not a 5 celerity, but with the impact, he and Jason end up flying past the girl, kind of going end over end and toppling down further down the hill away from you guys. Sophie, you can attack him as well because this is all at the same time. You guys are moving at the same speed. Or you can just come to like an abrupt stop and freak her out.
So I'm thinking the girl will probably just keep running and get out of the way if we can detain him. So I'm gonna let her just kind of keep going.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try and grab the machete.
So you are also going to brawl him, but specifically you're attempting to grab the machete.
Yeah.
Okay. Go
do it.
ahead and give me a dex and brawl check.
Do I add anything to this?
Not initially. If you're successful, however, if you have potence, you can add that to try and yank it out of his hand.
Okay. Shoot ones. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3. 3.
3. Okay, so that is just enough as he gets nailed. So you grab a hold of him. You go flying forward with the impact. Go ahead and roll your strength plus potence dice. See if you are stronger than him and can wrench it out.
Just strength and potence.
Strength and potence.
Difficulty.
Difficulty 6.
Nope. I got a bunch of ones, so 0 successes.
Okay, so you have a hold of him, but you are, with the rolling and impact that you're doing right now, you are kind of doing the Bugs Bunny thing where he grabs a hold of Elmer Fudd's like rifle, and Elmer Fudd is still holding on to it, but he's even got his feet against Elmer Fudd and is like jerking and trying to yank it out of his hand and to no avail, sort of thing. Like, you've got a hold of it, even to the point you can like probably try to place a foot on this guy, but just not going. So you're toppling on down the hill with him, and as you guys come to, an abrupt stop, and he's getting back up at this point quickly, and we are now at the top of combat rounds. And of course, Damaris, you are seeing all of this firsthand.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. It's like watching a movie and nothing you can do about it other than just watch.
Damaris is all saying to herself, "Round 1, fight."
Yeah, get him, get him.
Okay, so go ahead. You need to roll. It's your dexterity plus your wits plus 1d10. So add those two together, roll 1d10, and then that's what we have for initiative.
Oh yeah, I forget. 9.
Same here. 9.
Nice. Okay, so it's basically him and then you two. So on my initiative, it's him and them. All right, so he stands up and just promptly attempts to pummel Benjamin directly in the face with his free hand, just hammer fist. Nothing special about it outside of the fact he's attempting to deck him hard. You have a hold of him? You can attempt to brawl block if you like, or just take it.
I'll try to block.
Okay. If you brawl block, you stand the risk of losing your grip on him. Just letting you know.
You know what? I'll he's I don't know how strong he is. Yeah, I'm gonna still block. I'm gonna block.
Okay. Okay, go ahead and give me a dex and brawl as you throw up an arm to keep him off you, or keep him from punching you in the face, anyways.
Yeah. I get hilarity dice for that one.
Yes, you do.
Nice. This is difficulty 6.
Difficulty 6.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes.
Okay. So you quickly throw a block up, and his strike towards you. You deflect off of him. Go ahead and roll your strength real quick with your other hand. Because your other hand right now has kind of got him around by the waist.
Gotcha. Let's see. That would be only 1 success there.
Okay. So you lose your grip on him. You're still obviously like in his face. Successfully block him, but the jerking motion that he's got, you don't have a solid enough grip to hold on. That was his action. Sophie.
I'm gonna try and grab the machete again.
Okay, go ahead and roll. It's your you already have a hold of it, so it's your strength versus his.
Whoop. Strength and potence.
Yes.
One success.
Okay. So once again, you are savagely pulling against that hand. It's not going anywhere. He's still got that machete.
Okay.
Okay, so top of the round.
Wait, did Ben get to go?
Oh, sorry.
Sweet. I'm gonna see if I can break this guy's like leg or knee. Just bam, just slam him with like my fist.
With your fist? Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll.
Woohoo! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Ooh,
9. 9 successes.
that is a hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Sweet. Okay, strength.
One of us is
Shatter that thing.
That's awesome.
In order to break, you're going to need at least 3 successes.
I'm gonna say, don't roll 1.
I know, right?
Don't jinx it.
No whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Stop.
Let's see. 3 successes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yay.
So you punch as hard as you can down with your supernatural strength and drive a fist into the upper part of his thigh, and you hear some snapping sounds, although he doesn't make any sound himself.
Right.
Okay, now we're at top of the round.
Interesting.
So he, at this point, since Sophie has a hold of him, with his other hand, attempts to use the machete and her on you.
Okay.
So Sophie, why don't you go ahead and give me a strength check to hold on?
Strength with potence.
Yeah, strength with potence.
Two.
It's twice as good as last time.
Okay. So you hold on. So basically, he ends up hitting you. He catches you with part of the machete. So you're going to need to roll your stamina. Do you have any fortitude?
No.
Okay, so just stamina.
Need some of that
I
fortitude.
know, right?
I learned that the hard way.
All right. 2 successes on that.
2 successes. Okay, so you absorb 2 points of damage. Sophie causes 2 points of blunt, so bashing damage, as her leg and high heels slap into you. Bam! And you end up catching 1 lethal from his blades. You basically catch the end of his blade.
Got it. Okay.
As she whips. Yeah. Sophie, you realize your outfit was not designed for combat, right? I think you expected a wardrobe malfunction when you.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Okay. Yeah. But you still have a hold of him. So it is now your guys' action. Dale, why don't you go, since you slashed him. He doesn't seem to be quite as mobile, but you did manage to catch part of Sophie in that blade, with
You
that
doing
strike.
the Janet Jackson thing?
Apparently.
Yeah, regretfully.
All right.
Unfortunately, I don't think it's gonna work to distract him. The Jason guy.
Right.
He doesn't seem
Okay.
to be susceptible to that sort of distraction.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, so already broke his leg. He's wielding a baron against me. Okay, good.
Um,
Uh,
it's our round.
Yes.
While Ben's thinking, can I let go of the machete and try and grab his mask?
Yeah, 100%. Why don't you go ahead and give me a Dex and Brawl check?
Ah,
And you have dice flying all over the
that
place.
was, yes, I did.
dice malfunction.
Dice malfunction.
Her dice have escapade.
Ooh, okay. 4.
4. Okay. So you grab a hold of it successfully. Go ahead and roll for strength.
Dang, once? That's a 0.
Okay. So
Actually, that's a botch. That's a botch.
So you have no successes and
3 ones.
3. Ow. Okay. So you end up jamming your hand really hard. You still have a hold of him, but you jam your hand really hard. You actually take a lethal for that. So that really hurts. Like you smarted your knuckles with that one.
So she's let go of the machete hand and is now grabbing onto his mask.
Yes.
Okay.
That has gotten his attention, however.
Okay. Because of that, I don't want the Baron to get her head chopped off by the now free machete. So I'm going to do what she was trying to do and try to yank the machete out of his hand.
Okay. Dex and Brawl.
Hopefully you have better points in this than I do.
Here we go.
I don't do a lot of brawling.
Especially in that dress.
Right.
Different kinds of brawling.
Fair.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 successes.
That's a little better than I did.
Wow. Okay. Yes. So you have grabbed a hold of it. Go ahead and roll strength.
Dan, be my hero.
Only 1 success on that.
Oh, man.
Happening.
Okay. So he still has a hold of it.
Yeah.
But you have obviously a hold of the machete. All right, so real quick, so Damaris, are you doing anything outside of monitoring?
I mean, I'm gonna zip around and see if anybody else is hearing the commotion or following.
They're far enough away that they don't hear this.
Okay.
Plus, there's also some ambience around the town and whatnot of, people finding stuff out or just chatter or whatnot. So
were there any other dead bodies discovered?
you end up hearing another scream.
Can I follow the sound of that?
Yeah.
As far as direction,
Sure,
since this
sure.
is going on, I can't help them, but I can look around and see if maybe there's a second person somewhere killing shit.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Go ahead and give me a perception alertness check.
Hear where I'm at?
What's that?
Would I hear the scream from where I'm at?
Yes, you would.
Okay. Do I still
Sorry.
have my heightened senses, or do I need to roll again?
No, well, you still have your heightened senses up, but it's eyesight.
Okay. I'm gonna look in that direction. Do I see anything?
Perception alertness.
Okay.
Technically, I have a 10 in there, so it would be 6.
Okay.
Wait, 1, 2, 3. Sorry, no, that would be 5. I got 4 successes, 1's a 10. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so that'd be 5.
Okay.
I got 6.
All right. So you have, so you've got high enough of a success, Lily, that direction wise from what you heard, it's probably outside of your eyesight. It's much further down the hill towards towards where they have the camp set up. So you would actually have to change positions and head in that direction if that was the case. Damaris, you swing back around, hoping that they're going to have a decent enough time without you watching their back to go back over towards the camp. You see that, similar to what you spotted before, somebody else has found somebody dead.
And if I zoom in on the body, is it an actual dead body?
No. This one, although they did a pretty good job, it's clearly a fake
Prop.
corpse. Yeah.
Okay.
You can
Okay.
actually see joints in the elbows.
Okay. Then I'm gonna go back
I'll text
to
Damaris
the other.
and let her know that I heard a scream over in that
Fake.
direction.
She'll text back. That's fake.
Okay.
Go help.
Oh.
Go help Sophie and Ben.
What's going on with them?
They're fighting. They found him.
Where?
This is where they're at. Go north. She'll give directions.
Okay.
Okay, well, I don't have celerity, but Lily will make her way down and head towards where they're at.
Lily has hobo celerity, which is running downhill.
Yeah.
Just roll. You might be faster.
Yeah. I want.
I have a
my
proficiency in that.
$2. Okay, so you hop down off of the roof and just start booking it as quickly as you can.
Yep.
All right, so top of the round, back to our erstwhile allies. Sophie, as you have a hold of the mask, you end up seeing some orange orbs kind of light in place where the eyes should probably be. And do you have fortitude?
I do.
You do? Okay, would you like to roll it?
Yes, please.
Okay. No stamina.
Oh, yikes.
Difficulty 6.
Difficulty 6.
3 successes.
Ooh, good job. Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, nice. Okay. So, you end up, so as you see that, you thankfully focus on your in your training, what training you have had to enhance your supernatural endurance. You've been through enough, even though you may not be a fighter, you've been through enough pain and been through enough suffering to know a warning sign when you see it. And so you just brace yourself as Ben, you see her body kind of light up with like this, not fire, but it looks like a fiery like energy, as most of her clothing is just incinerated at that point, and it looks like it probably would have done damage. But Sophie is a little bit too special as a vampire, so she probably absorbed it. Or at least for that initial, she looks okay. But whatever it was, looked like it was probably pretty serious.
Did that like come from his face, or like did I see where this energy came from out of Jason?
It didn't really come from anywhere, but you did see his eyes, or what probably should have been eyes, kind of light up, and then
Okay.
Sophie, lit
Okay,
up.
got it.
It is now you two.
Okay. I'm gonna still try to wrench that machete out of his hand.
Okay, you still have a hold of him, so you don't have to make the attack. Go ahead and roll strength, and add your potence. And since nobody has declared it at this point, I think everybody might have forgotten. Would anybody like to spend a blood point to make your potence automatic?
Yeah, I was actually gonna do that. I was gonna do that and spend a willpower.
Okay, for an auto success. Okay,
Yeah, exactly.
go right on ahead.
All right. That's better. So then in total, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 successes.
Okay, so you wrench that machete out just barely from his hand. He's a strong little sucker, and so you pull it out forcefully. There's nothing really special about the machete that you can tell outside of the fact that he had it, and now he doesn't. So you just take that from him. Sophie, you still have a hold of him. You did not let go.
Okay, so should I'm debating if I should try and pull off his mask or if I should grab one of my daggers or my knives and like jab him maybe in the eye of the mask.
Okay. That's A great question. Right now you have a hold of it by both hands. If you
Yeah. Okay, I'll try and just keep pulling, and I'll spend that blood for an
For-
automatic.
for auto potence,
Yeah.
okay,
I only have 2 potents, but yeah, okay.
okay. And are you wanting to spend a willpower point?
Oh, yeah, let's do that. I forgot I could do that.
Okay, so you have a total of 3 to this roll plus whatever you roll for your strength. You will not roll your potence because the potence is automatic.
Okay, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes.
Okay, so at this point, Sophie, you place your feet down like onto him and just with your arms and upper back just yank as hard as you physically can at this point. Part of you panic stricken because you don't want to see a round 2 of that attack. You've been burned enough to know that that probably could have been really, really bad. And that mask comes free. And as it does, you see the Jason sort of shrink a little bit and fall to the ground. Yeah, with a groan and sort of pass out. And as you have this mask in your hand, you feel it actively resisting you, trying to force its way onto you.
Mm.
Um,
Tim Curry's
I'm-
mask.
I'm gonna drop it
Not Tim Curry, but
and like step away.
You're gonna okay. Why don't you
So like you said the Jason is like
Jason's
disintegrated?
down.
Did you say he was
the person
disintegrated?
is down? Yes. The mask,
Oh,
however, is trying is
right, it's trying to get onto my face.
yes.
We don't want that. Can I like throw it a little ways away?
Sure. Why don't you go ahead and give me a strength check?
Can I not add potence to that?
Yeah, you don't have to if you don't want to.
Because I don't want to lose it.
Well, I
I
mean,
just-
it's technically the same. Well, no, it's not the same round. You would need to spend another blood point to. Or wait a minute. Yeah, no, you still need to spend a blood point to make it automatic again at this point.
Okay.
If you want to.
That's a botch. No, wait, not a botch, just a fail. Sorry.
good God.
Okay, so Dale.
Yeah.
Obviously, Jason is down, and you can hear
Yeah.
some running coming from behind you. You're not sure what exactly, but something is making its way back down the hill. You can faintly hear the girl running and kind of screaming as well, but she's just, it's out of sight, out of mind.
Right.
You see Sophie, doing, have you seen the, comedy aside, have you seen Liar Liar?
Yeah.
Okay. So you remember the scene where Jim Carrey starts fighting the pin?
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
And
the pen is blue.
right.
Yeah.
And so he's like trying to, force it, and then the pin turns on him. That's basically what's happening to Sophie at this point with this mask. So she can feel it trying to like some sort of force behind the mask that is not a part of wherever Jason was. And she, like, from her position, tries to throw it, and it doesn't leave her hand, and in fact hits her chest. And she's like doing this, trying to keep it from her hands, forcing it back up.
Then I'm
So
doing everything
she's
I
like
can.
wrestling an unseen force at this point, and is losing.
Then I'm doing everything I can to like grab it and pull it away, and maybe even like see if I can like just break or shatter the thing as well. But mainly to get it off of her.
Okay. So that was your action, Sophie. Go ahead and roll, Dale. She's prone at this point, so I'm not going to make you make a brawl check. Give me a strength check.
Okay. Let's see. Would I need to spend another blood to make
If you
the
want to
blood
make it
automatic?
yes.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm getting low, but it's necessary. And I'll spend a willpower for auto success.
No, pulling out all the stops. So you see this at this point, Damaris. They're actually fighting the mask.
Yeah, I wish I would get there in time to basically
Put it on
make it
fire.
burn. Literally, yeah. So as I see this, I know where they're at. I'm gonna go ahead and put away, the bowl in the water. She's just gonna dump the water and just whatever
Okay,
and put it
and so
away.
you're gonna run and try to meet them as well.
Yes.
Okay, so I'll let you know when you get there.
I'm
I
gonna try
suggest-
to not cause people who are there to follow me as I'm running. I'm gonna try to kind of maybe avoid them if possible.
That might take a little bit longer if you're trying to
Oh.
avoid them. Keep in mind,
All right.
they think this is a horror event, so if somebody goes running by, they may not think too much of it.
Or they may follow in
Right.
character and
Maybe,
fine.
right.
She'll risk it a little bit, I guess, and just kind of rush through without trying to cause people to follow.
Okay, I'll tell you what. We'll make it quick. Odd or even?
Even.
Okay. So you come just darting by. You're not screaming or anything. You're just like running by. And you don't hear anybody coming by. You hear some people like, oh, who is that? What was going on? And there's a little bit of commotion as you dart by, but nobody's following you as far as you can tell.
Okay.
They may be a little bit too wrapped up in what it is that they're doing.
It's cool.
So you were
she'll make
you
her
were on
way.
your way. Yes. Okay.
Yep.
So you are Shelly. You were 2 rounds out. Rachel, you are about 3.5 rounds out at this point.
Man. Okay.
Okay. So Benjamin, so you grab a hold of it at this point.
Yeah.
And you are like, "Urgh!" and you are. It's slow going, but you're wrenching it off of like her body, trying to keep it away from her. So it's like right in between the two of you, kind of like in that space right now. Okay. Since we're at the top of the round, Brittany.
Okay, so it's still attracted to me. Right?
Yes.
Trying to think like physics wise, what would be helpful. Okay, so if I let go, then that's, I mean, like if I let go with one hand and try and like pull my knife, then it would snap back towards me, right? Theoretically.
A great question. Have you ever run into a mask that wants to be on your face?
I have not. This is all hypothetical for
Yep.
me.
Yeah. We both have a good hold on it, apparently.
Okay.
Right.
Then I'll
true.
I'll try to do that. So let go and grab my knife and see if I can.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a strength check.
Okay. Just strength?
Well, and add your potence, obviously.
Okay. This time, yes, potence.
So you're adding blood or no?
No.
Okay.
2.
2. Okay. You are unable to free your hand.
Okay.
Dale.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna see if I can like break this thing in 2 pieces.
Okay. Why don't you go ahead and give me a another strength check? Add your potence.
All right. Yeah, this time I'm not gonna burn for blood. I'll just roll. But I will spend one more willpower. Okay.
Keep forgetting about willpower.
So total of 3.
Total of 3. Okay. All right. So, you end up. It's still fighting you. You haven't gotten it further because you're actually trying to like bend it, and you can start to hear the piece start to crack. You can
Yeah.
hear some giving of it at
Yeah.
this point. Roll both of you. Well, you don't have fortitude. Sophie, roll for fortitude.
2.
2. Okay. So a total of 5 aggravated damage gets divided up between the two of you. Sophie automatically absorbs 2 because of her fortitude, so now it's 3 divided up between the two of you. We'll go odd or even. Dale, which would you rather have, odd or even? Odd?
Yeah.
Okay. So odd, it's odd you're taking 1, even you're taking 2. Odd, you're taking 1. So Sophie, you take 2 ag. As that energy crackles off it, like you saw before, that whatever mystical energy radiated before ends up zapping the both of you. But because you're both a hold of it, like a conduit, it divided up between the two instead of the attack being focused solely on the one. Lily, as you were running up, you actually saw that brightness go. And speaking of which, Damaris, you can see that too. The mask is fighting back. And Lily, as you come riding up almost with like a slide, you can see that happening. And they both, take a zap, and they've got some, smoking coming off of them from whatever the heck just struck them.
Yeah, she comes to a skidding stop. She's gonna pull out her size.
Okay. You draw your size, no problem. There's nothing attacking
Yeah.
you.
But can I still move?
Yeah. What are you planning on doing with your size? You gonna Ninja Turtle it?
Well, kinda, because I want to see
Because
if I
this
can't
isn't
hook
Casey
it.
Jones' mask, although it's pretty close.
Yeah.
Can she like hook it with her sai and toss it?
You absolutely could try that, sure. I mean, it has holes in it, so sure.
Yeah.
Why
I
don't
need
you
to roll?
give me a Dex and Melee?
Okay. I need.
Difficulty 6. Because it's in kind of a stationary position.
Yeah. Okay. Seven. 9.
9 successes?
Yes.
Okay, so
Wow.
yeah. So you lace that with the shaft initially with your sai. Why don't you go ahead and give me a strength check?
Two. All I have.
2 successes. Okay, so so you thread that needle, no problem, but getting it to flip for like it's almost like you stuck it through a rock with a hole. Like it just is not budging, and Ben has got this like determined look, like even though he doesn't have his knee there, it's that look like somebody trying to snap something over their knee, like he's just giving it everything he's got. Sophie has got like this panicked look as she's like trying to move her face and keep her hands back, like it's become this three-way parlay of occultic pain, at this point. Top of the round. So it at this point is attempting to force its way. Oh, Sophie, give me a strength check. Ben, you can add to it, but you cannot add your potence automatically. And because you have a hold of it, Shelly, you can as well.
Can I add a willpower?
Yes, you can.
That again, what can I do?
Strength.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I'm gonna burn a willpower.
Okay. And if you have
Ooh.
potence, you can add that too.
3 successes.
Can I add potence?
Yeah, if you have potence, you can add that.
Okay. Hmm. That would
I
be
only got you this time.
I'm sorry, Sophie, you got
Wait.
0?
So I got, including my willpower, I had 2 successes, but I also had 2 ones.
So you have 1 success if you have the willpower.
Oh, okay.
I got 3.
So
Okay.
okay, so that's 4, and
2 successes here.
okay, so 6. All right, so on its round at this point, you all of you feel Sophie lurch, and it's as if it's using her own arms to force the mask onto her face. It is maybe this far from her face. It like just lurches forward. It like the sigh at this point is like almost wedged against Sophie's cheek, and Ben's hands are like on either side, like it's painfully close to being attached.
Okay.
So that was its action.
Ben, take my other side. Stick it in the other eye.
Oh, ouch. Yeah. Sophie like, oh no. So Lily, let's start with you. What do you want to do?
So is it like this on the sigh?
It is really close. Her sigh, your sigh is like pressing against her cheek just about.
Is it like this or is it like this?
No, it's flat.
Okay. At least there's that.
Have you fortitude up?
The mask is like this and the sigh is like this or
Yeah.
like this.
Yeah, it's like basically it's through the eye, and the sigh is
So it's
like
going
lynched at the
towards your
side. So,
temple.
yeah, exactly.
And you have your fortitude on. I'm going to try. Gosh, I could Ben's help. Kind of, like you do like a soda, bottle cap.
Like pry it off.
Uh-huh.
You're going to use Sophie's face to try and pry it.
Well, yeah, because she's praying that she's got fortitude up and stuff.
Go ahead and roll your strength. Add 1 for your sigh.
I'm going to run for my sigh.
1 for your sigh, because your sigh is a physical piece of this wedge at this point.
And I'm going to spend a willpower.
Okay.
This is going to feel really good.
3 successes.
3 successes. Okay. Sophie, roll your stamina.
Okay.
You will add your fortitude to this. Thankfully it's not lethal.
Okay, at least this is a bigger dice pool.
Yes.
Okay, difficulty 6.
It's always going to be difficulty 6, yes.
My palms are wet. Are you serious?
I got 1 success and 2 ones.
Oh, okay.
My
Shelly, what'd you get for strength?
not continue.
You got 3, right? Okay, so Sophie, you take 3 bashing to the face as
I'm so
she's
sorry.
using your head to wedge that. She's just like, "Urgh." So Ben,
Yeah.
if something doesn't work out, you could grab a hold of that sai and jerk it as hard as humanly possible. Lily has got it wedged in there, but you have both hands on either side of this mask at this point.
Yeah, that's the thing. Don't want to let go is the thing. Yeah, I'm super convicted here. This is my plan. I'm still just trying to break that
Break
thing.
it. Go.
Of
Okay.
course.
Strength again. Go for it.
Dang,
And
I had a will to that too.
you know what? I'm gonna live dangerously, spending a blood for automatic potence there.
Where are you at on your overall blood?
I now am 2 away from being empty.
Oh boy.
Ah!
Okay. Feeding frenzy. So
Oh.
go ahead and roll.
Uh-oh.
Please don't bite me.
Oh
What
no.
am I rolling for this?
Well, first we're rolling your strength. We're
As
we're
much as I was
testing with
willing
relatives
to
first.
neck with
Okay.
you, please don't bite me at this point.
Does the Jason have any juice in him?
Okay, so
mean, that's a good idea.
including the potence spend, total of 5 successes.
Total of, oh, nice. Okay, so you start the and you hear and that bend is give me a self-control check. And at this point, so it's a difficulty 8.
Okay.
And unfortunately, you cannot spend willpower for this because you are a Bruja.
Right. Nope, no successes.
Boy, we suck.
Okay.
This is not great.
Yeah. I mean, my focus is still technically on just destroying this object right now, but
Well, actually, it's feeding it now, unfortunately.
oh, that's true. That's
Yep.
true. That's a good point.
Lily,
Mm,
odd or even?
odd.
Odd, it's Lily. Even, it's Sophie. So, Damaris,
Yeah.
as you are running down, you're still a little ways away. You can hear the commotion from them. It's like, Sophie panicked, because she's worried. It lurched. It's gotten closer. Lily drove that sai in, and she's like throwing her back into it, trying to wedge this thing forward. And she said something to Benjamin, maybe trying to communicate with him, and he like you can tell when a vampire is making the extra effort to do something sometimes, especially in your experience, and you can see he's probably been doing this a bit too long. He looks way too pale, and in his frustration in trying to break this mask,
Mm-hmm.
he throws his head back, he hisses, his fangs drop. He loses himself to a feeding frenzy and drives his fangs into Sophie's neck.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
All right. Should I roll my initiative at this point?
No. Because nobody can really act right now. It's basically the mask and then you guys. So I'll get you in just a sec. Sophie, since it's aggravated damage, all you can roll is your fortitude. Ben, what is your strength?
Strength is 3, potence is 3.
So 1, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's right. And for the teepers. Oops. Okay. What'd you get, Sophie?
Just fortitude?
Just fortitude.
Can I roll will or anything?
Nope.
2.
Oh, lucky. All right. So that's what you see, Damaris. It's with everybody all on top of one another. It's hard to say what exactly is happening.
Am I squished in between the two of them?
Yes.
Oh, great.
Sophie, no, skip that. Okay, so next round, you will be Damaris. You will be there physically next round. You can act range wise if there's something you want to do. Just know that they're literally all on top of one another.
Can't do flames because otherwise I'll burn them all up, and that would look good for business. So,
exactly.
I mean, I'm pretty much going to try to get closer to get in between them again myself. So.
Okay, so you're moving to engage physically.
Yeah, I'm going to have to.
Okay.
Okay, I got a question.
Okay.
Can I use blood of potency on Ben? Because it'll lower his generation by 1. Wouldn't that give him a bigger blood pool?
No.
Well, I tried.
No. What that does is that helps drop his generation, basically making him more potent, and
So that he can use more blood per round.
Which potentially yes. Which even if it gave him a bigger blood pool, it doesn't give him more blood, which is what he needs.
Right.
So, Lily, the good thing is since you were that close, you can tell Benjamin has not been able to pierce Sophie's apparently, while supple, very tough hide.
What about theft de vitae? Can I siphon the blood from the Jason on the ground
into
Ben?
you?
Into me? I can't.
No.
I'm gonna do that. Into myself.
Into you?
Yeah, because that way.
Okay.
I can.
So
yeah,
you,
that way
you are
I
no
can
longer
spend some blood.
So I just want to know you are no longer going to be attempting to wedge.
Well, I can keep my hand on one on the side so it doesn't move, and then put my hand out.
You need hand gestures in order to do. You need hand gestures and to speak, in order to use hermetic rituals. Meaning you will need both.
Oh.
Think Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
If it
I'm
was
gonna have to wait till Damaris gets up here.
If it was a simple like level 1 ritual or level 1 power or something, I'd probably let you do it. But
wait, I can't use it anyway. It's a level 4. I'm a level 3. Never mind.
Oh well, there you go.
What happened with the mask on Ben's turn?
Nothing as of yet.
You didn't break it yet?
No. And now he's only concerned with feeding off of you, so he's let go. So Lily?
Think here. Since I'm kind of wedged in between them, because the side is, stay where it's at. What if I was to try to, trying to think. If I let go of the sigh and I put my hands on Sophie's shoulders, try to, push up to put distance between Ben and Sophie's neck?
It's if you attempt to interfere with that, it's quite possible you will become the target of the frenzy. Can't hear you.
Oh, I'm looking to see how much blood I have. Oh,
I mean,
quite a bit.
how much blood is he likely to take in a frenzy?
He
Until
can drain you.
until the target is potentially dead.
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe I don't want that.
That's how accidental
No.
diableries happen. Remember that?
That doesn't
Fake news.
Exactly. Fake
Ah.
news.
Okay. I could do. No, I can't. Oh, I don't know what to do here. You know, Sophie, but I'm going to try to pop the cap again.
Okay. Roll your strength.
I'm going to spend another willpower.
Okay.
4.
Okay. So you're trying to pry that and get that off. You're making some headway. Trying to bend it. Well, to keep it completely off of Sophie. Sophie, roll your stamina and fortitude.
Hands are so sweaty.
I know, mine too. Sweating.
6.
Okay, so once again, your strong cheekbones withhold the pop top of the sigh as she's trying to torque that thing as hard as she can. Give me a strength check. Sophie?
Me? Oh.
No, Sophie.
Me?
Yep.
With fortitude? I mean, with potence?
Yeah, with potence.
Four.
Okay. Okay. Sophie, you have one of two options. You can direct the last of your strength and attempt to kick Benjamin free, or
Does it?
or you can attempt to fight the mask.
It's a bigger danger.
I don't know. Could you guys get Ben off me if I get rid of the mask?
I'm hoping that,
I think I can.
between me and Eris.
No,
How
I'm not physically. I can, I think.
Oh, okay.
How much blood could he take, like, per round? Just depending on his
His
generation, right?
I think he's limited to 1 per round.
Because what I was thinking was that I might pull out the Majesty, but if that's not one of my choices right now. I'm gonna go with the mask.
Gonna fight off the mask? Okay.
Fight the mask.
Fight off the mask. Okay. All right. So we already know what Benjamin's doing. So I will roll for him again real quick.
Man.
You're lucky I'm not rolling terribly well for him. Sophie, go ahead and roll your fortitude real quick.
Zero.
Okay.
Yeah.
Zero?
Two ones and a 9.
Okay. So you end up taking a point of aggravated damage. Benjamin,
Up, guys.
Benjamin, you now have a point of blood from Sophie.
Same.
Sophie loses the fight against the mask. You hear the metallic ping of the snapping sigh
Oh,
as
broke my slide.
Yep, as the mask wraps around Sophie's face.
Right.
And Damaris, you run up just as you end up seeing this happen. And that is where we're going to pause for the night.
Yeah, because I just got this vision of Jim carries the mask just on Sophie.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're probably gonna get dread gazed, so you know.
Oh, that's a
Yeah.
good one.
Also, I'm mostly naked at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm laying on top of you.
So
Well, at least there are no
Lily,
gains around to see.
Lily's sandwiched.
I'm not gonna set your face on fire. I gotta get it off you first.
So I'm sandwiched between a raging Bruja and a possessed Torador.
Sweet.
Yeah,
so
I can write that off my bucket list now.
I absolutely did not anticipate this happening. So clearly the game is going to go over into a part 3, which I guess is fitting since it's Friday the 13th. Because they had tons of sequels.
I'm going to kick Henri's and Remus's butt for not being there.
Let us hope they can make it for the next game. Yeah, as Davey said, "Oh my God, this is scary."
No.
I can't.
I mean, I'm literally, my palms are just soaked, and I'm sweating up a storm.
I can't decide if I want Colin to show up or not.
Oh boy.
But I will say that was a even though it's gone completely wrong, that was a great trick getting the mask off them.
Yeah.
So there was definitely that.
Now I gotta order another sigh.
Yeah.
Oh darn!
I know.
Ben, how's your health?
Mine?
Let's see here. I'm down to wounded.
Okay.
But thankfully, most of his stuff is just superficial. He's got a couple, a couple, well, like one lethal and the rest was blunt.
Yeah, like I've got one ag and the rest is like 2 bashing and 1 lethal.
Bashing, that's what. Yeah.
How do you keep track of the bashing versus lethal on your notations?
Just hash marks. Aggravated is supposed to be like full check mark boxes, so you exit out completely. Bashing, I forget what bashing was supposed to be.
Bashing is an asterisk, I thought.
Yeah, something like that. And then lethal is 1/2.
I always get confused on that too, how to count everything up.
Yeah, and if
how many bashings turn into lethal, and
like do they compound? Like if you got 2 lethal, then would you make 1 X?
No.
Or would you make 2 slashes?
Nope. No, the 2 lethals do not equal an ag. So you would just go down the next box.
Okay.
Until you get down to
bashing is
incapacitated.
bashing by the rules is the only one that basically it's like it takes 4 to fill up a box or something stupid like that. Normally, or like 2 or something. I've never played with it like that. It's always been 1 for 1. It's
Okay.
just because, especially in vampire, because it's so superficial, 1 blood point will heal either one of those no problem. So for vampires, it's not an issue. It's when it comes to humans, it's really a big deal. Humans can't soak lethal.
Right.
Squishy.
Yeah.
So I'm getting real close. I'll just say
You're incapacitated?
I am crippled.
Oh boy.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna try,
Sorry.
guys. Just need to get the mask off you so I can burn it up.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, great game. Had a lot of fun. Did not expect that to go the way it did.
I mean, it's not. It doesn't even have rhinestones or anything.
No.
Well, if you get to keep it, which it sounds like it might be attached now, you might be able to bling it out later.
Oh boy.
It's just a sweaty hockey mask.
Yeah,
But
suddenly,
bedazzled.
suddenly Jason goes on a killing spree for shoes.
Oh, and except with this stupid mask on, I can't even feed, can I?
No. Yeah.
As long as she doesn't disappear on us.
Problems. So,
Yeah.
so tomorrow is our long-awaited superhero game, where the Legacy will be sitting down to have a dinner with
Break.
Reich Shield.
The baddies.
Yep. So that is going to be very interesting. Another story that went in a direction I did not anticipate.
We're good at that.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep.
exactly.
Tomorrow is the dinner part. Exactly. So looking forward to that. Tomorrow we'll be playing at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So tune in. I hope to see you guys there. This game will be continuing again on June 24th. Does that sound good for everybody?
Yep.
So
All right,
Let me-
cool.
Let me check my calendar.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm good.
Awesome. So thank you guys again for tuning in. Those of you who followed, and hopefully we will see you again tomorrow. Good night, guys.
Peace.
all right.